Good morning. I'm Steve Jurens with your live Northeast Radio SD News for Thursday, January 29th, 2026. Your news this hour is brought to you by Haler Automotive in Webster, South Dakota. Cruise through brand new, certified used, and premium classic vehicles online at halerauto.com. World-class service, hometown friendliness. The South Dakota Highway Patrol is ramping up enforcement efforts this month to keep the state's roadways safe. Department officials have announced they will conduct sobriety checkpoints in 15 counties throughout February. The operation includes checkpoints in several local and neighboring counties, including Coddington, Brookings, Roberts, and Walworth. The monthly checkpoints are funded by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety and are specifically designed to discourage impaired driving. Troopers remind motorists that even if a checkpoint isn't scheduled in your area, the directive is simple: don't drink and drive. Drivers who have been drinking are urged to designate a sober driver or use a rideshare service. The Highway Patrol says these high visibility events are key to preventing accidents before they happen. It has been a gold medal week for the Watertown Figure Skate Club. The local team is back from a dominant performance at the Ice Palace competition in Mitchell, where they hauled in over 30 gold medals. Coach Taylor Johnson says her skaters performed amazingly. The season is far from over. The team is currently working to qualify for the National Showcase in Denver this August, but first they're hitting the road next Thursday for a major trip to Minot, North Dakota. 20 families will travel north to compete against Canadian teams, a move designed to give the skaters international experience and secure benchmark scores for nationals. Two significant education bills moved forward in Pierre yesterday. The House Education Committee voted 8-5 to advance House Bill 1130, which gives school districts more financial flexibility. Sponsored by Representative Drew Peterson, the bill allows schools to use capital outlay funds to pay for property insurance, a measure supporters say is necessary to handle rising insurance premiums. In the same meeting, the committee unanimously passed Senate Bill 84. This legislation expands eligibility for the Partners in Education scholarship program, which is funded through insurance company donations. Volga Christian School Administrator Justin Stanley testified that the bill is vital for keeping private school tuition affordable for working families. Both measures now head to the House floor. Washington is down to the wire this morning with a federal government shutdown looming at midnight tomorrow. Congress might pass a spending resolution to keep the government operating, but a dispute over Department of Homeland Security funding is slowing the process. Senate Democrats have stated that they will not approve DHS funding without new guardrails on immigration and custom enforcement. Following recent deadly incidents involving officers, South Dakota Representative Dusty Johnson warns that trying to separate the security funding from the broader budget package now would restart the appropriations process and break the momentum Congress has built. While major agencies like the USDA are already funded, a partial shutdown could still disrupt other federal operations if a deal isn't reached by tomorrow night. The Blue Jackets took over Fort Pierre yesterday as the South Dakota FFA Association celebrated its 50th anniversary legislative breakfast. State officers and over 50 district leaders met with more than 40 lawmakers at the Casey Tibbs Rodeo Center. The event, themed Your Path, Our Story, provided a unique platform for students to discuss the future of agriculture directly with their representatives. District Vice President Riley Knox said the training and breakfast taught her that leadership is about adaptability. The gathering was part of a 2-day training session where student officers worked on advocacy plans to take back to their local chapters and communities. Finally, health officials are asking residents in the Northeast region to be on alert following a measles exposure in Millbank. The South Dakota Department of Health confirmed that a student with an active measles infection was present at Millbank Elementary on January 15th. Because the virus is highly contagious and can linger in the air for hours, officials are urging parents to monitor their children for symptoms. Early signs include a hay fever, cough, runny nose, and red, watery eyes, followed by a blotchy rash. Symptoms may take up to 21 days to appear, so the watch window remains open. If you suspect exposure, please call your healthcare provider before going to a clinic to avoid spreading the virus further. Your news this hour is brought to you by Haler Automotive in Webster, South Dakota. Cruise through brand new, certified used, and premium classic vehicles online at HalerAuto.com. World-class service, hometown friendliness. For complete coverage of our news stories, visit northeastradiosd.com. If you enjoy our daily Northeast Radio SD news recap podcasts and live interview uploads, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a review. You can also sign up for our newsletter delivered to your inbox every morning at 6 a.m. And with today's local and state news from Northeast Radio SD Studios in Watertown, South Dakota, I'm Steve Jurens.